Morning. Good morning. So today we're going to go through this famous transmission. 10-speed RTLO or Super 10. So there's the schematics for it. Every single gear is split. So it's not that you can shift all through every single gear and then go on high. No, you got to split every gear. So I'm going to explain that real quick, and then I'll probably drive it. Today's Saturday, so I'm not working. I'm here at the yard. It's my brother's truck. So, Super 10 transmission. 5 gears, correct? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, this here, the way this works, is simple. So you're going to split every gear. So you're going to go 1, and 2 is not going to be here. Nope. 2 is going to be here. So it'll be 1, 2, back to low again, 3, 4, take it in neutral, back to low again, 4, 5, put it in neutral, back to low again, 6, 7, put it in neutral, 8, and 9. So the way a lot of people drive this transmission, that I personally used to drive it, there's multiple ways you could drive it, but I like driving it this way. The way people drive it, which I'm going to explain real quick, the most accurate way to drive it is put in first, clutch it, put in second, let go of the clutch, it'll go into second gear. Or you could think of it first low and first high. So let's do it that way, probably easier. First low, first high. Second low, second high. Back to neutral. Third low, third high. Back to neutral. Fourth low, fourth high. Back to neutral. 5 low, 5 high. Okay, back to neutral. I'm gonna start again. So this is the way I drive it. I used to. And then I like this other way, then I'm gonna show you guys better. So first gear, clutch it, second gear, clutch it again, third gear, clutch it, so it'll be second high. So every single gear, clutch it. What that does, if you've ever driven a 13 speed, it won't go in unless you, it'll go in, but you can break it. If you clutch it, it's better. So you clutch every gear when you're shifting the high and low selector. Now, the best way to drive it, and I think the easiest way to drive it, is you put it in gear first, okay, and you pull it out of gear when you want to put second. So it's not in gear, right there. Pull it out of gear, put it in high, put it back into gear. Put it in low, take it out of gear, put it in high, put it back in gear. What that does is makes the gears go in smoother. So instead of like clutching it, which is a little bit harder, the gears do go in, but you gotta have the timing down really. Excuse me, the timing down really good. The best way to do it is to clutch it, to take it out of gear. So let me go through that again. This first, take it out of gear, put it in high, put it back into gear. By the time you take it out of gear and you put it in high, it'll shift itself and then it'll be able to go back into second gear. And then you put it in low, you put it in second gear, take it out of gear, you put it on high, put it back into gear. It's smoother, and the transmission will feel better when you're driving as well. You won't miss this. You won't miss gears. Then I'm gonna make a video after this one about how to shift smooth and how not to miss any gears, which I've noticed that a lot of people they struggle with, but I think it's just because the way they've learned, or maybe nobody has ever taught them how to do it smoothly. So that's the way you drive a Super 10. Super 10 is basically five speeds with low and high. That's the best way to think about it. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 with low and high. So every single gear has a high and a low. Simple as that. And you can skip gears, but when you start getting into the high gears, it's going to be very hard for the truck to pull, especially if you're heavy. So the best way to drive it, like I said, is splitting every gear. So high and low. So you start at low, which is towards you. The gear selector towards you. Low, high, low, high, low, high, right? Low, high, back to low, high. So that's the way you're going to drive it. So this is the way you're going to drive it. I'm going to go through it slowly once again. First gear. You rev it, get to the RPMs. First high. Okay, now we're going to go to second. Put it back to low. Second high. Put it back to low. Now, don't put it back to low when you're in gear, because that'll put you back. Don't do this when you're in gear, because it'll put you back to low and you can break the tranny. So every time you do it, low, take it out of gear, high, then when you're in neutral, you take it out of gear. You take it back to low, I'm sorry. When you're in neutral, you put it back to gear. So let's start again. First low, I'm sorry. First low, out of gear. First high, out of gear, back to low. Second low, out of gear. Second high, out of gear, then you lower the range. Third low, out of gear, neutral, high, you're back to third high, put it out of gear, low, put it out of gear, fourth high, take it out of gear, lower it again, fifth low, take it out of gear, fifth high. And then to downshift, same thing. So let's say you're high gear, you're going to downshift, put in neutral, downshift it, there, right? Now you want to go another downshift, so it'll be fourth high. Put it in neutral, put it forward, fourth high. Take it out of gear again, put it in low, fourth low. Now you want to go in third downshift to third, put it out of gear, third high. Same thing, put it out of gear, third low. And that's how you downshift it. And then I'll make a video driving it. I don't like editing, so I'm just gonna do it like that. It's easier for me not to edit. I don't have time today to be editing and all that. Okay, so any questions? I've noticed that with a 15-speed video, a lot of people were asking questions. I appreciate that. Any questions you guys have, ask me, and I'll answer it the best way I know how. Any questions, it doesn't matter what it is, ask me. There's certain video you guys want me to make as far as shifting. I don't have the most experience. I mean, I've been driving for 9 years, but I'm very how do you call it? I like to learn more, so I always update myself with things, and I always know a little bit of everything. So is there anybody out there that wants to know? The only transmission I don't have laying around is the 18-speed. If I had a truck with the 18-speed, I would definitely do a video on that. My brother has a 13-speed, which I'm going to use that one to make a video. I have a 15-speed, I have a regular 10-speed, and I have a super 10. The only one I don't have is the 18-speed. So, alright guys, like I said, any questions, give me a call. I'm crazy. It's Saturday. I mean, just send me a message. Alright guys, God bless, and I hope you guys enjoy this video and it helps you guys in any pursuit that you're doing. Remember that the Super 10 transmission is a very rough transmission. It's a very rugged transmission, but it's easy to break. When you shift it to here, when you shift it to the side to get to the higher gears, this is actually like as if you're shifting like the shifter here. When you do this, you'll hear it goes tuk, 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 like that. And just be careful when you're slowing down. Like let's say you're doing 50 and you're slowing down to 20. Don't just put in the neutral real quick, because what you'll do is you'll grind it. And a lot of Super 10 transmissions, like this one's nice, whoever drove it took care of it. But a lot of guys just put in neutral right away when they're going really fast. They're doing 40, 50 miles an hour, and they just put in neutral. And that just, it makes the gear selector, the synchronizers, the synchros, go to low gear, and that hurts the transmission. You'll hear our noise, it goes, drrrr. That's not good. All right, guys, enjoy yourselves. God bless, and have a good day.